Hey Aquarius, I'm Eleanor and this is your March money and career tarot reading. And if you're someone who likes to see how your cards come out, the shuffle is linked below in a short, so it's optional. So your oracles are Tranquility and Pink. Let love in. God, I love these colors. So like with love in a career in finance reading, they are indicating a chance to do what you love or urging you to pursue what you love as a way to make or supplement your living. It's like you're coming to a point in your life where there's just got to be more than a paycheck, that you're looking for something more. And it is possible, but you might have to surrender that belief, that quiet part of the mind that keeps coming up with reasons that you can't. There's a lot of high energy and electric energy in your cards. It's almost combustible, and it's burning so bright that it could burn out and it might not be sustainable. So that's why you have this reminder to seek or reestablish tranquility, to bring back some stillness. It's like things, they shake up so much and they need to settle, and they shake up so much and they need to settle again. Perpetual action just looks like it's starting to look like it's all starting to bump into each other in itself and create conflict and friction unnecessarily, entangles, which causes people to tense up. And you need to be soft in order to connect with this kind of loving energy. All right, so you have the Champion of Wands, which is, this is like the Knight of Wands, and you have the Eight of Wands. So here's what I'm talking about. You are full of inspiration, and it's all going to be a rush, everything trying to happen all at once, being pulled in 1,000 different directions. The energy is going to scatter everywhere and accomplish nothing if you don't steady yourself somehow. So at this stage, this is the fun stuff. So I'm feeling some shopping and designing, like exploring spaces, getting ideas. It's like there's a little something that reminds me of the Pinterest SNL sketch though, where she's just a little bit too much into it. So just be mindful, because I'm seeing that there's like no buffer or pause between impulse and action. So as soon as you think it, you're doing it, which is why it seems like this is all taking place in a digital space, because there's nothing else that's really so ready at our fingertips. Anything else you would have to like think while you drive and maybe simmer down. This energy carries a risk of overspending or getting carried away. So try to build in some time to let your energy settle away from the screen, because this is almost a frenzy, and that like it can take on a life of its own if you're not careful. So you have the Eight of Wands, the Ace of Vessels, the Ace of Cups, love. So here you go. There's that love. It's like you've put your entire heart and soul into something and you're launching it into space. Like, not to be cliche, but you are following your passion and it's bringing in so much joy. It's flooding you with joy. I mean, this is kind of what people getting readings are hoping to be told. Like, it doesn't get any better than this in a spread. You could be like unlocking a very powerful manifestation technique where you're using your emotions to supercharge your intentions. And I'm also hearing they love you. Like, whether it's a new employer, a new audience, new clients, they love you. It's almost a viral energy. Like, today I just opened a fancy chocolate bar, and it had a love poem in it. So you could literally be using love in your branding somehow. But essentially, if there were advice here, it's that everything speeds up dramatically when you start to follow your heart. And it's like stepping on one of those conveyors at the airport where every step just goes further than usual when they're supercharged by emotion. So you have the Ace of Vessels and Apprentice of Wands. That's like the Page of Wands. So you have 4 out of 5 cards that are wands, and then one major love energy. So there's very little here about actual money. It's all vocational. Like, this is your calling, your raison d'etre. If it's always been whispering or like hanging out in the back of your mind, this month in March, it is screaming. And so you aren't going to be able to block it out. Even if you don't make any money moves or big changes towards it, you can't ignore it anymore either. And there's a lot of nuance like, there's not, what I mean is there's not a lot of nuance to this reading. These are all go cards, every one of them. They seem like such a contrast to this sweet and peaceful overall energy, but I'm kind of struggling to read it because it's disorienting like a wildfire. It's like there's not a lot of concrete stuff to anchor to. It's just pure energy, and it needs a cooling mechanism of some kind, like a computer fan, before you blow a fuse or you burn out altogether. It's like you're so animated, it's almost manic. But it's positive though. It's all very positive and very beautiful. Heart driven. So you have the Apprentice of Wands and the Ace of Wands. So this is you and your keys, like in your grubby little paws, exactly what you need to take that initial action. This is all inspiration. Here you have actually a focus. So it's been building and building, but almost aimlessly, just inflating until you could burst. And here you know what to do with it. You know you could actually take like a decided action. Now, you could actually be falling in love, like in your personal life. This isn't your love reading, that's coming up next week, but you could be falling in love, and what that's doing is driving you to completely change. Like it's lighting a fire under your butt to make something new of yourself, to get motivated, to elevate your game in every way. These oracles, that color combination, it reminds me of Debbie Gibson's Electric Youth perfume from the late 80s. None of you are probably old enough to know what the hell I'm talking about, but something is breathing new life into you, making you want to start completely over like you're a kid again. It's making you feel like a teenager. Or maybe you are young and you had, up until now, really no direction, and you met someone and now you want to create the perfect life for the both of you. Pace yourself, Aquarius, pace yourself. Concentrate your effort into one aspect at a time, because there's a potential to make a mess in this chaotic energy. And that's what you're doing here, really. You're summoning all this energy into one singular goal, and you're creating an action plan. So this is the most exciting month I have ever seen for anyone in a reading ever in all the years I've read tarot. So enjoy, Aquarius, and your love reading is coming up. Thank you.